Hello, this is Solomon Davis from Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is October 18th, 2016, and this is part two of my segment. So you want to be a trader, and this is all about my little segment on the trading platform. And what I'm really trading here on the trading platform is that there's different ways of actually buying, selling, to open your trade, to close your trade, and also looking at stop orders. And tonight, I'm looking at stop orders. To, and you're going to see that you can use stop orders to enter your trades and stop orders to exit your trade. But first of all, let me let you know that this is all for educational purposes only. I will be trading in the live market. This is not a trade recommendation. You should contact your financial advisor and see if trading is something suitable for you, because trading is risky. Uh, we offer no guarantees of profit or loss, and I want to let you know that everything that I provide here is for educational purposes only. We are educators. Okay, check out our YouTube page. Check out our right side trading page, home page. But let me jump right over to the presentation and to the charts so I can demonstrate what I'm actually talking about here. Because when you're a new trader, buying something might seem kind of easy, or selling something might seem kind of easy, opening those trades. But then the whole thing is these two segments is about how do you close those trades. Once you got them open, how do you place your stop? Tonight I'm going to talk about stop orders, because again, a stop order can actually get you in the market, and the stop order can also get you out of the market. So, and tonight I'm only going to look at one platform. I'm only look at the Thinkorswim platform. That's the platform that I use now. Seem like 80–90% of the time when I'm trading. So I'm only going to focus on that platform. Every platform usually have all these same order types. It's just a different way of getting to them. That's the thing that I was showing in the first video, showing you a different platform and showing you how different it can be on trying to find how to place your orders. And that's why you should practice, opening a trade selling, open a trade buying, open a trade with a buy stop, open a trade with a sell stop. Placing market orders and seeing how that works. Then actually learning how to place your stop on your orders once you do have them open. If you're long or if you're short, learn how to place those different stop orders that you're going to need. So tonight I'm going to be looking at sell or buy stop to open, and that's going to be a limit type order. Then I'm going to look at a sell or buy stop to close orders, and that's going to be a limit type order. And then I'm going to I'll hit a little bit on bid and ask type stuff too that you hear. So let's go right over to the chart so I can demonstrate this right quick. Bring up a chart. Oh, and let me flatten this right quick. I see I have a couple. Look like I have a. Yes, I'm short. Yep. I just closed those orders. I had some orders out here. This is in the virtual account. I had a couple orders out there already. I want to start off with a clean plate where we can see. So on this particular platform, I'm looking at what's called, they call it an active trader, or I call it the ladder, and how to get there. The thing is, there's multiple ways of actually placing orders. You can place orders from the chart by just actually right-clicking. Then you have a buy or sell. You also have custom buy, and there's that with stop limit. There's ways of doing it. And then on the sell side, you got, again, you can place your OCO orders, which actually will place a closing order with your stop in place and a closing order with your target in place. Or you can place your custom sell with just a stop in place, or you can place your closing order, your sell order. You can place your custom sell with just a sell limit. And then you can also create custom orders, and that's what I have here, what you're seeing. But the way I wanted to demonstrate tonight is what I think is the easiest, for me, is the easiest and fastest way of actually placing the orders. And that's going over here to this active trader. Click on that. And that brings up what we call, I call it the ladder, and I think that's what they call it also. Because it has a pricing ladder. It has the bid prices where you normally, where people are actually, that's why I said I'll talk a little bit about bid and bid side is where they are saying I'm a willing buyer over here on this side, and where you normally would have to, since these are willing buyers, and if you want to sell something, you sell to these folks. And on the act side, these are your sellers over here. Well, the act side, these are people who are offer. You hear also acts. You can also hear them say offer. These are your people who are actually selling, and that's why when you get ready to buy, you usually end up buying from these people over here because these are the people that are selling. So, and as you can see on this platform, when you click in these areas, or you just move your mouse over these areas, it tells you what type of order you're actually placing. You know, on this side, it's a buy up. On this side, on the bid column and above price, you'll be placing a buy stop type order. Below price, you'll be on the bid side, you'll be placing a bid limit order. On the act side, above price, you'll be placing a sell limit order. On the act side, below price, you'll be placing a sell stop order. So now again, what are these orders and how do I use these orders? So let me demonstrate. The market is dropping right now. As you can see, this is, like I said, we're in the live market. And say, first of all, let's just get to just a straight general, I want to sell this market, and then I want to put my stop in place, and I want to put my target in place. So let's just do a sell market. It brings up your confirmation screen and letting you know that you want to actually make sure you want to sell the price and giving you all the numbers. So we're going to send it. Okay, we're short one contract in the market. Now, the other thing, on this platform, when you sell, in order to close your order, you have to have a stop in place. You have to have a buy order in place. And your target is going to be a buy order, and your stop is going to be a buy order. On this platform, I can just place my stop just by clicking somewhere above price. That's when the market will be going against me, because right now my expectation of the market is to continue going down. So I want my stop above price. So I just click above price wherever I want my stop to be at. I'm just clicking anywhere for demonstration purposes only here and clicking send. It gives me a confirmation. So now I have a stop in place. And on this particular platform, I can just click on here and I can drag this stop up and down ever how I want to. That's the other nice thing on this platform. I can adjust my stop very easily on this platform. There, I'm adjusting my stop. So that's if you just, and now, okay, I got a stop in place. That's the thing. I always want to manage your risk. You want to make sure you get that in place. And this is just one way of doing it. But let me tell you, this is just one way of doing it. So now if I want to cancel that stop, and I want to place my, now I really want to have my target in place too. The best way to do that is use an order cancel order. That way you have have your stop in place and have your target in place at the same time. So let me show you how to do that right quick. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this order. All I'll do, I'm clicking on the X. And now I need to go up here to my trade order type, my template type, and I'm going to select order cancel order. This allows me to place two orders at the same time. And I can place a buy stop order, and I can also place a limit order at the same time. So, and I'm going to click down here where my Let me click. Say, yeah, it seems like it. Oh, and you can adjust, the price level on your stop right here, and it look like it's by ticks. And I'm gonna place a limit order here. So now it brings up my confirmation. It tells you, okay, you put in a buy limit at 48.26, which should be below where it's trading at right now, which it is, and your stop is going to be above price where it's trading at right now, 48.30. And then all you do is confirm and send. Always get used to reading that and seeing exactly that the orders are exactly where you want. But so now you can see that I have two orders, and these orders are supposed to be linked. That's what this little symbol is here. It's letting you know these orders are linked. That means that once one of these orders are filled, the other order is canceled. If my stop is filled, my limit order down here for my target should be canceled. And that's how these orders work. I won't sit here and wait for the market to move. And the thing is, you still can adjust these. And the thing is, look like it broke my link. No. Yes, nope. It looked like it. Yeah, my link is still here. And also, yes, you can adjust these, and the links. I hope the link stays in place. The link looks like it's staying in place, and once it is filled, it is canceled. I'll give it a second or two to see. I'll pull it down one more and see if we can see this actually execute. This market is dropping, or we can also pull our target up and see if that'll execute for us, just to demonstrate to you what would happen. We're right there on the X side where our stop is at, and that's the other thing, that you need to practice this stuff on the paper side just to see how it works. And then once you do practice it on the paper side, as you can see, this order, although that's why a lot of times you see me with time and sales up, I like to see what prices are actually executed. Okay, that order was filled, and that's what I was kind of wondering. That's what I noticed earlier. On the paper side, these link orders are not working. But on the live side, it does work, where both of them would be canceled. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And that was where we demonstrated we sold an order, an opening order, and I'll mark it. Then we had to have, since we sold, we have to have a buy in order to close those orders and all. And so once it hits our buy, we were done. So this time we're going to actually buy something in the market, and then we're going to have to put a stop on the sell side. So let me do a buy market. Got to change this back to single. So that's the way we want to do it here tonight. So I'm going to do a buy market. Send. So now we're in the market, one contract long, and now we want to change. We want to go ahead and put our stop in place. And let me so put our stop in place. Oh, it's placing it 10 points below. Let me change this again. Change it to 3. There we go. Boom. So now, again, as you can see, I'm going to get a stop in place, 3 points. It's probably 3 ticks below the current price. I read my confirmation. It tells me that I am trying to sell at a higher price. Since I open long, I want to sell higher. If it goes against me, I want to sell at a lower price below market. And I'll confirm those prices are there. And then all I do is click send. And I'll have my orders sitting out here in the market. I can also adjust these prices on the chart if I would like to. And I'll adjust this price also on the chart. And as you can see, it brings up my confirmation order, and it adjusts it on the ladder. That's the thing that I love about this platform. It gives you a nice visual. It's really easy to adjust orders. And when the paper side is working, it does work out. It works pretty good. So what we did here, we bought one long, and now in order to close that order, you have to have a sell limit order or a sell stop order. And now we do have our sell stop order in place. We have our sell limit order in place for our profit. So our trade is set up to execute here and get us out of this market. And we're at 29.50, so we needed to execute at 29.50 before we actually get out of this trade. And I don't. And we'll wait a second or two here. It didn't go up. Let's move the stop up a little bit closer, so you can set up. Because I think the platform is having a little issues about canceling both orders after you move them. Here, look like. Oh, it jumped over our stop. It didn't trade at our stop. That's the one thing. Usually, look like we are having problems on this paper side, because that's a stop, and it's usually a stop market. Usually, when the market is trading below that point, but maybe it has to trade at that point, and it did trade at that point. It's trading at that point again, and we should have been out of that trade. But we're just trying to, again, this is a simulated account, paper account, so always that's why you want to practice this stuff, see this stuff, make sure it works. And if you ever do start trading live, you want to practice with one contract and see how things work on that side. I haven't had any issues on the live side. I am seeing some strange stuff here on the paper side. But that's it. I'm going to go ahead and just flatten this. Because it seems like it's not executing our orders like it should. Which is very strange. Flatten. I'll give it another shot. Send. There. See, but it didn't cancel the other order anyway. So, but we did get out of the trade. Okay. So that's all I really want to demonstrate to you right quick. We actually did put stops in place. If you want, let me go back to single here. But if you want to also place in a buy stop, is usually if you're trying to play a breakout type. Let me demonstrate something else here. On this platform also, you really need to get to the point where you really understand what you're doing and using this ladder. If there's an auto send, and all it does, it gets where that confirmation screen doesn't come up. Say once this market gets up here above, 48.30, 48.30, you want to be long, so you can put in a buy stop. And you can only do this on the ladder. I can click here, and now I have a buy stop in place. If I try doing that on the chart, if I do a right click buy, it'll say you're trying to buy at this high price. There's a better price in the market for you. So it would actually buy a market order for you down at this lower price. But on this ladder, I can place a buy stop. And then once my order is filled with that buy stop, we have to put in sell orders to place a stop. We can put a stop limit and a stop, a sell limit and a sell limit stop, and a sell limit to get out of that buy order. Also, the other opening order that people like to do is like a sell stop. A sell stop is an order below where the market is trading at. And on this particular platform, you can click on this ladder, and that's saying, okay, if the market breaks this level right here, I want to be short. I want to go short. So your expectation is the market to continue dropping once it gets to this point. So on this platform, you can click here and put a sell stop in place. And then once that order is filled, you will be putting your buy, your buy stop above price where you actually got in at, and your buy limit down here below price for your target. So that's all I really want to say about stops and stop orders. And I'll click on the X to cancel it. And I hope this is helpful. Hope to show you a little bit. There's a lot to orders, and a little bit more than what you maybe expected. I did talk a little bit. I hope you heard me talk about the bid and ask. The ask is the side where you got sellers at who got stuff that they're trying to sell on that side. So you hear them saying ask or offer. That's the same thing. On the bid side is where you got the buyers at, and where you normally, when you're trying to get out of your trade, you usually have to sell on the bid, but that's where people are trying to buy. The market makers are trying to buy, and you can be a non-aggressive and sit on the bid side if you want to. But that, and on the ask side, it's the people who are trying to sell. And then when you are trying to sell, you actually can sit on that side if you want to and be an aggressive seller. So as I say, there's a lot to this stuff. It's not that difficult once you start doing it, and take your time and practice it. Practice, practice, practice on the paper account. And as you can see, the paper accounts can have their issues too, just like what we saw tonight. So that's why you should get educated. Get with somebody that actually been through this stuff and kind of knows this stuff and can help you through it. Don't be that average retail trader. Think you can read a couple of books and do this stuff. You know, that's how I started, but I ended up going to school, and that's what it took to get me to that point. But this game can be won at. You can win at this game, but it's not for everyone. The key is get educated and see if it's something that's suitable for you. So this is close up here. This is my segment. So you want to be a trader in the trading platform, and a little bit about stops. You know, visit us at Right Side Trading. Check out our blog. Check out we have coaching and mentorship. We have some courses out here. We also have some access codes. This is things that we're watching, you know, in the market. Check that out also. Contact us if you have any questions. You know, check out our YouTube page. I'll be posting this video out here this evening. And that's all I want to say for this week. Have a great week trading. Talk to you later. Bye.